everybody wants to know who's the best player of all time,
Correct.
right? So it's neither one of those.
Welcome back to Mike Check. Today we welcome a true legend of the game, a man who stood tall in every sense of the word. From dominating at San Francisco to becoming a first-round NBA draft pick. A career defined by toughness, leadership, and championships. Am I right, Bill?
Yeah, it was a different time than it is now. So,
known as the anchor in the paint for the Chicago Bulls dynasty. He played alongside Michael Jordan and helped guide the team to 3 straight NBA titles in the early 90s. Joining us now, the one and only Bill Cartwright. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing awesome. I'm actually in Sacramento today. I was in San Francisco yesterday. I still do some work for the University of San Francisco.
Okay.
But today is the day off. So I'm in Sacramento hanging out, getting some stuff done out here. So it's been a nice day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. The way I like to start off my podcast, right, is asking a guest a few rapid fire questions. So I'll ask you this one first.
Okay.
Your favorite teammate?
I've had a lot of teammates. I've had well over 130 teammates, but the guys you remember most are the guys you came in with. So my group I came in with was a couple guys, Louis Orr, who played at Syracuse. We played together in New York, and Trent Tucker. We were young. We lived in the same building. We hung out before and after practice. Very, very great guys. Lou's since passed on, but those guys, they were the foundation.
Nice. Best trash talker you ever faced?
You know, what I want you to understand is that big guys don't trash talk. Okay. And because it's sheer nonsense. So, and why give guys incentive? So maybe the other guys aren't very smart. But you don't really hear a lot about big guys trash talking. It's
Right.
It's a complete waste of energy.
Well, let me ask you this, Bill. Was Mike a trash talker?
Was Mike?
Yeah, Michael Jordan. Was he a trash talker? Meaning, I'm
You know
sorry,
what?
I should rephrase it. Meaning people talk smack to him and he defended himself by showing off on the court.
Well, I think that you know, everybody has their time where you're going to have some competition. That's just playing basketball.
Right.
So if you're going to play basketball, I played for 16 years. You're going to get into a couple of scrapes. So maybe at that point in time, but not really trash talker kind of guy.
Okay. All right. Your go-to post move.
If you watch me play, I'm right shoulder turn jump shooter, but I do have the ability to use both right and left hand around the basket. So I can shoot right and left hooks, jump hooks, counters. So I always fancy myself as being appropriate to the play. So, but the shot that I can make, I'm gonna make, is a right shoulder turn jump shot.
Yeah, which you used a lot, and it worked for you.
Yeah, I could. It's my move.
Yeah. Favorite championship moment?
Championship moment's probably the first one because it's never happened before. Um, when we beat the Lakers, you got to remember when we came back of that game, we had lost the first game in Chicago,
Yeah.
and we came back to LA for 3 games. So that was tough, but we hung in and won a championship in LA. So it was really special.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay. And last but not least, one word, and this was written by a viewer of mine. One word to describe MJ.
Yeah, that's pretty tough because he's just a competitor. He's but that's not even the word because he's just a gifted player. Um, God gave him more talent than everybody else, and it's as simple as that. So um, he's just a very fortunate that it is one of his past lives. God really, he must have did something right because God gave him a lot this time.
I agree. You know what, Bill? I hear this question around a lot, right? And I've used it plenty of times, right? With a lot of my NBA friends, right? I I I hear LeBron or MJ, and to me is an easy one, right? I'm 39. I'm turning 40 in about a month, but for me, it's an easy one. It's MJ all the way, right? I've seen both of them play. Um, I was born 85. Mike came in the league 85. But again, to me is an easy one. Now, uh, I would ask you the same question, but I think I know what your answer will be. But I'll ask you anyway. LeBron or MJ?
Never played with LeBron, so
But from what you see, Bill,
I would never played with him. Never spent any time with him. He's younger than me. He's a different player. MJ is more comparable to Kobe. Uh, you can't compare them. They're two different beasts. LeBron's a beast of a player. So they don't play the same kind of game. Um, so they're not comparable for me.
right, right. No, I mean that's yeah, your opinion. I mean, I thought you'll be biased and say MJ, but
Well, he's the guy that I played with. But
I asked
but
Tony Kukoc and he said MJ.
well, maybe he had some time playing against LeBron. So to me, it's all about, and I'm assuming that you're talking about everybody wants to know who's the best player of all time,
Correct.
right? So it's neither one of those.
I know.
So
I know.
so you got to remember, I'm a big guy.
Are you going with Will
So
Chamberlain?
well, Wilt is number 3. Kareem's 1. Bill
What?
Russell's, of course.
What?
Kareem's 1.
Wow.
Bill's 2, and Wilt's 3. And I'll tell you why.
Please.
Okay, so um, Kareem won every level. Check it out: high school, college, NBA. He's got many titles. He's got more points than, well, not LeBron because he passed LeBron up. So you could justify it. That, and also the guy's an icon in the fact that he has surpassed basketball. Um, Russell, the same thing. And what people forget about Russ led the way for all those guys.
True.
Russ, uh, USF, 2 championships before Bill Walton, and that group broke at 60 straight games. Um, First year in the league after he won a gold medal in the Olympics, won a championship, 11 championships in 13 years. So if people want to talk about dynasty that they joke about now, they win 2 or 3 championships. It's not a dynasty. Dynasty is what those guys did.
Right.
11 championships in 13 years.
I agree.
And this is what I want you to understand. Bill Russell's the only MVP in the league. The only MVP in the league, right? To win for being a defensive player.
Hmm.
I want you to think about that. That's how good that dude was. Now, Will, forget about it. Will averaged 50 points a game. That's an average night. He's walking around an average night, 50 points. Well, how'd you do it? Well, I underachieved a little bit. I got 48. And then, of course, he scores 100 points. Now, those things are not going to be done again, ever. And with Wilt, they changed the game for him.
He did.
They changed the free throw. They wind the lane for one guy. So come on. And we're talking this GOAT stuff. It's like, get the hell out of here. You guys don't have any basketball history. And it's like, but it's okay because we got, everybody can hop on a computer now and
Google
everything's
stuff.
commercialized now. And,
Right.
uh, and everybody can get on there and it makes a great debate. But, seemingly it doesn't matter anyway because those are all different generations of people.
Different
And
eras, correct.
then as soon as this generation's gone, it's got to be somebody else.
I agree.
So, but I like the past. I like the history of the guys that established the league. Um, there were a lot fewer teams back then.
Yeah.
So it was just a different beast, totally. And it was a lot harder to play. So there was no convenience. Even my rookie year coming in 79 to 80, where the league was in transition when Bird and Magic came in. And, there was this thing with the league that the league was too rough, it was dirty, it was drugs. And seemingly, Bird and Magic changed that. And that kind of gets overlooked. But because of those two guys, the league was really transformed.
Right. Right. I agree.
So, and remember, guys, we're making a bunch of money then. I mean, our per diem was about $14 a day.
Are you
We weren't
serious?
we weren't staying at the Ritz and the Four Seasons. We were staying at the Days Inn,
Are you
and I could
serious,
still.
Bill? $14 a day?
There you go. You better come. You better wake it up.
Holy
That's
cow.
what basketball was all about. We were flying commercial. There's no private planes, none of that stuff. Now, come on. We used to eat at Denny's. So you guys better wake up to what the league is now. And the guys who were there with me and before me, those guys blazed the path of these guys now who are reaping the benefits of the old dudes that were there
Well,
before
you
me.
you you paved the way as well, though, Bill. I mean, you guys, right? You came before them. I mean, I didn't know. You guys got paid $14 a day
Per diem.
per
We're on the
diem.
road.
That is holy cow.
Yeah, but
Like
you
that's
know what? We're not crying about that because we're happy to get it. So we're living fine. Everything
yeah,
was good. Everything was good back then in the 80s. We're not complaining. I'm just saying that up to the standards of what it is now, it's a totally different beast. So that's why we have players thinking different thoughts. Guys, they're not taking any chances with playing time. If they're injured, they're out. And they probably should be because why should they? They should play as long as they can play. If they can make as much money as they're making,
yeah.
that money they make now, that only that's I could carry their kids and their kids' kids.
Generations, yeah.
It's generational money. Yeah, so
Shake
it's really
Shake
impressive.
SGA bill signed for, I know it was 5 years, but let's just say 375 or something like that. That is just unbelievable, right? But again, as you said, right? It's well deserved, right? You guys put in a lot of work. That's what a lot us fans don't see, but people that really know the sport and know what it takes know what you guys go through, right? Daily practices. And this is a big one, Bill. This is a big one. And I'm sure you can agree. Missing birthdays, right? Not being around your family. Um, that's huge. But besides that, right? All the practices, uh, whether it's early games or nighttime games, all that comes into play. So you guys put in a lot of work to get what the guys are making now, which is well deserved. But even then, I mean, what we're talking 80s, you guys were making, let's say what I don't know, let's just say 100,000 a year, right? Back in the 80s, that was equivalent to what 350 now, right? Maybe 400,000 now. Am I correct?
Well, those guys are making a little more than 450 now.
Yeah, yeah. I was just
Everybody.
paraphrasing, Bill.
So um, yeah, I mean, $100,000 contract was a good check in the 80s. If you had I think the guy my rookie year, Marvin Webster was making. I think at the end of his contract, he was making 600, which was unheard of. And then a few years later, Magic got his contract that he signed um, in LA, making $1 million for 25 years, which turned out to be a bad deal. But they were able to redo it, but that was unheard of.
Right, right.
So,
Wow.
um, yeah, but
So what was Magic the first big contract ever
that way,
in
yes,
NBA hit? Okay,
that to start. But
gotcha.
um, as soon as, like I said, Magic had burned, but the league, it turned. So that now guys are making more money. Guys are making more money in endorsements.
Right.
Um, Nike was still on shaky ground. Um, it took them a while to get on their feet. They were still in strong competition with Adidas and Puma, and there was a ton of different types of shoes out there that were trying to get a foothold in it.
What
So
what was Pro Kids one of them?
No, pro Keds weren't in there. Pro
Okay.
Keds is something that I wore in when I was a kid. Uh, it's like wearing those old. It's funny people wear those Chuck Taylors around now,
Yeah, yeah, the
and
Converse, yeah.
yeah, so they would wear those, and we wore those in high school, and they were terrible shoes. Those horrible, hard shoes. So shoes were not great in the 80s. You
Yeah.
know, when you get a pair of shoes, people are like, yeah, you got to break them in. You can imagine. So, it'd take half a game to break a shoe, and that's pretty hard. So it was just the times, but it is what it was, and we dealt with it. And uh, if you can still walk around pretty good right now and not bend over, you're doing fine.
That's it. That's it. Bill, let me ask you this, right? What was it like being drafted in the first round and entering the NBA? What was that moment like?
It wasn't the hype that it was then. I mean, it was. I got drafted. I was in New York. My agent was the same agent as Larry Bird, was Bob Wolf, who was a great agent. I love Bob. He was great, until he passed. But I got taken third, so the only thing I knew is I was ready to play physically, mentally.
Okay.
Uh, and I had an opportunity. I was either going to go to interesting to Chicago. They had the first pick. They ended up taking David Greenwood because Artist was still there, and I ended up in New York. So now a kid from Elk Grove, California. I'm in San Francisco, and then now I'm going to the biggest city in this country to play basketball. So um, it was going to be a good challenge, but I was ready for it.
Were you nervous first game?
No, not at all. I was fine. Um, physically, like I said, I could run into somebody pretty hard. So, um, I was ready to go. When I first got to training camp, the starting center at that time was Marvin Webster, the human eraser, and I learned a lot from Marvin. And my teammate was Roman Rowe.
Yep.
So
I'm a Knicks fan, Bill, by the way.
yeah, so I wasn't worried. I wasn't scared. Um, I just knew how to play really hard, and sometimes good things happen, sometimes not. But I wasn't worried. I was just going to play how I played and not worry about a thing.
Who in your let's say your rookie year, who was the toughest player you ever had to guard during that year? Giving you
Okay,
some tough ones,
so
Bill.
my rookie year, one of my first games I played against Daryl Dawkins,
Oof.
and Daryl was a beast. Um, Bob Lanier didn't catch him. Played against Cream, played against Artist Gilmore, um, Dave Cowens, Dan Issel, Alvin Adams, Moses Malone. So it's like you got a problem every night. So, and you're
You needed your sleep.
exactly. So Golden State
Bless you,
center was
Bill.
Clifford Ray. Now Clifford Ray's backup at that time was Robert Parrish.
Oh, the chief.
And I got to tell you, Robert wasn't happy coming off the bench. So he was really mad. So now you got two of them coming at you. But the center position was aggressive. You went to the lane. Yeah, guys like Kid Benson and Rick Roby. Those guys are just going to, if you beat them, they're just going to take you out. So you just have to learn how to play. You have to learn to take care of yourself. Um, like I said, I could run into somebody pretty hard. Um, I didn't get screened. If somebody tried to screen me, I ran them over. So, just to let them know that, we're going to play. We're
That's
going to
it.
play. Whatever happens, going to happen. So, um, it probably took me half a season to learn in the guard. I could score, but I couldn't stop anybody. So it took me a while to learn how to play position and
Yeah.
get up on guys, and uh, so. But it was a good learning experience, and I had an opportunity to play because Marvin Webster got hepatitis, and couldn't play. So my first
Holy
year in the
cow.
league,
Wow.
yeah. So my first year in the league, I was second in the league in minutes played. So it was good learning, but I was tired.
Oh yeah.
I was very tired.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what my Knicks were going through last year. Brunson was playing 42 minutes a game, all 82, Bill. Like that was not fair at all. And then you expect him to thrive during the playoffs. He's tired. He's very tired. So I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a huge Tom, a Tibbs fan, but they had to get rid of him, right?
Well, they did. So
Yeah, they had to get rid of him because
I don't know if they had to, but they did.
I mean, you don't
So,
think you do you think that's fair, Bill? I don't think that's right.
well, I don't own that team. So I'll just tell you what happened. So interesting enough is that they just gave Tibbs an extension, so Tibbs is okay.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy you got before he got fired, he got an extension. So, but he's a good guy, be a good coach over there for you.
I think we're taking it this year. We
Yeah,
have all the right pieces now, Bill. We have Jordan Clarkson. We have that new guy from France. I think we have a bench now. We do. The Knicks need one. It's been over 50 years, Bill. We need one.
well, I think you'll be fine talking to Spike about that because I'm sure he thinks that too. But I got bad news for you. You got 29 other teams that are thinking the same way you're thinking right now. So we'll just see what happens. I'm sure the people in Indiana are not happy about what happened. I'm sure
Oh, I hate those fans. I'm
I'm
sorry,
sure
Bill.
I'm sure the people in Boston are still coming, and you just got some teams that you have to contend with. Brooklyn, who knows? Miami, who knows what's going to happen over there?
I think the
Um,
only team we have to look out for in the East is probably Cleveland.
Cleveland did not play well at the end of the year, but during the season, they played terrific.
Yeah, during the season, I
So
think they were one in the league.
yeah, but
So,
I
so
think
I
you're
think
going to
that's
get a
the only
break.
team.
I think you're going to get a break with Indiana because they're still going to be hurt. Um, I was
Tyrese.
talking. I was talking about them before the playoffs started. People are like, "We talking about them for?" I'm like, "They played pretty good. You
Yeah,
better pay attention."
they cohesive. Great coach with Larry Brown. Tyrese is just one hell of a player. I don't like him, but you have to give him credit when credit is due, right? And he's He's one hell of a player. All right, let me ask you this one here, right? What do you remember most about those championship runs in the 90s?
I think that people should appreciate the fact that we not only had the best five, we had the best 10 players in the league.
Amen.
So, um, so we had the best of everything. We had, the best owner that left us alone. We had the best GM. So Jerry did their job. They had great assistants with Clarence Gaines and Jimmy Stack. Our benches were amazing with Cliffy Livingston, and we had the best shooter on the planet with Craig Hodges, and then we
Oh
got Will
yeah.
Purdue. Will Purdue comes in, and then all of a sudden here's Scott Williams, and then here's Stacey King, and then here's BJ Armstrong, and then we ended up with Trent Tucker, and then now we got Steve Kerr, and then we got Joe Bushler, and I mean every single year we kept reloading guys with the same starters. And that's what made us good because the starters would, I call them the second group of starters because they would come in and a lot of times they would not only keep the lead, they would extend it.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it was great. So um, that's why you're talking about your Knicks and these guys are exhausted at the end of the season. Of course they are. They only play 8 guys, which is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. You got 14, 15 guys over there. You're paying them and you don't play them.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but for our teams, we always played minimum of 10 guys
Mm-hmm.
again, minimum. So our guys didn't get wore out at the end of the year because we did have that second group of starters. And a lot of times, the game was over midway through the fourth quarter because those guys were so damn good.
Yeah. Yep. I've seen it many, many, many times
Yeah.
with you guys. You guys were crushing it. I mean, honestly, the by far the greatest group of guys, the greatest team ever assembled in basketball, straight up, hands down. You
But we
guys were
can't say
amazing.
we can't, we were the greatest team of the 90s.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. During that time. Yeah. Absolutely. During that era, 1000%. I mean, again, you had MJ, which let's just say is debatable, right? Well, but in a lot of people's eyes, he is the GOAT. Then you had Pippen, who was a thief, right? He was, man, a two-way player, offensive minded, defensive minded. Like he was just a beast. He was amazing. Then you had Will Purdue, who was great too. Man, you listen, you guys had the
We
man, the
had just, we had
squad.
just, we had just a consistent team. Horace was consistent.
Oh
John
yeah.
Paxson was consistent. Our
I'm
bench
I'm
was
having I'm having
consistent.
Horace on the podcast, by the way, Bill. So I'm gonna
I'm
say you
sorry.
said hi to him. I said I'm gonna have Horace Grant on the podcast.
Horace is my guy. So Horace should get a lot of appreciation to the fact that, Horace is a twin, as you know,
Yeah, Harvey.
but Horace was about 15 pounds heavier than Harvey. So, and that was just lifting during the summer and making himself into, just a really, really good basketball player all summer to get strong, to lift. Um, and interesting enough, even though they're twins, Horace is a 4, but Harvey was a 3.
Yeah.
So that just tells you that this dude worked. So, I have a strong appreciation for that guy. He's a great person as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited for that one too. Again, you guys, you guys were and are my childhood heroes. That's what I like to call you guys. I grew up watching you guys. See, to me, this is still surreal. I mean, I'm doing a podcast with Bill. Like, who would have thought? I mean, a kid from New York, right? A kid from the Bronx, you know, on doing a podcast with Bill Cartwright. Like, that's just amazing. So again, as I told you, my show is about giving you guys, the vets, the guys who paved the way, the legends, their flowers, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to big you guys up. I'm here to keep you guys' name alive for sure. And and it's this is surreal, Bill. That's just what it is to
Well,
me.
um, all of us are doing something. And one of the reasons why I'm on this show is that I did write a book that you should check out. Bill Cartwright, Living Life at the Center.
I
So
just
you go to
ordered it, by the way.
bill-cartwright.com. Check it out. I think you're going to like it.
You just wrote it?
Yeah, well, it just came out about a year ago.
Okay.
So it's out. Um,
Well, tell the people where to find it, Bill. Yeah.
yeah, I just did. I'll tell you again. It's at bill-cartwright.com. I
Okay.
self-published it myself. So you're not going to find it in the store. If you go online, you can probably find it at bill-cartwright.com. But I've
How
already done some book shows.
how was that process?
It was great. I've done Anderson books in Naperville. I've done bookstores in Lake Forest. So it's out there.
Okay.
So make sure you check it out. We got some Knicks stuff in
Absolutely.
there for you.
Absolutely.
I actually have a picture of Red Holzman in my book.
Oh, nice.
To check out. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. I actually I'm gonna order it today, right after this pod. And I would like it to get it signed. How can I do that?
If you write a note, I will sign it for you.
Okay. All right.
Done.
I'll write a note. I'll
Easy
write a note
peasy.
and say, hey, it's Mike. Can you please sign it for me? No, I'll
We'll
write a
take care
note.
of it.
Absolutely.
Yep. I mail out most of my books myself, my wife and I. Sometimes we do it from Chicago, but I do it myself.
Are you doing any signings or any bookstores over here in New York?
No, you gotta work that out for me.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
come to New York
No,
and
absolutely.
we'll do
Absolutely.
a book signing there.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll make a few calls and see who can we speak to get you out here for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Listen,
right.
I want my book to get signed.
Yeah, well, that's one way to get it done.
And I have a couple of basketball cards too as well that I would love to get signed. I'm gonna
Easy
send
peasy.
you a picture, a little later on your Instagram so you can see what card I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, no worries. We'll get it done. But anyway, I'm going to give you one more shot at me, and then I'm going to have to run.
Listen, okay, and this is a big one.
Make it a good one.
Oh yeah, because this is what. Listen, people want to know about this one here. How was it like spending all that time with Michael Jordan? Because that's what the people want to know, Bill.
Interesting. Well, just so you know, um, the guys are together a lot, obviously during practice, games, travel. Um, but coming into the group way I did in '88, Horace, Scotty, even MJ, those guys were all younger than me.
Yeah.
So those guys were off, you know, doing whatever they do. There's no hang time for me. I had 4 kids. So after practice and games, where am I going? I'm going home.
Straight home.
I got family and kids. So, those guys were off doing whatever in the world they're doing. So
Right.
at practice, games, uh, yeah, it was good times. But after that, I was probably hanging out with the kids, going to school plays, going to their activities, and doing that kind of stuff. So
Bill was being a
maybe,
parent.
yeah, maybe you can ask Horace about that. He's,
Oh, he used to hang out.
yeah, I got there. Horace, it was Horace and Pip. Well, it was his second year, so he was young.
Right.
Um, so he would have experienced that more than me.
Yeah. I mean, Bill was being a parent, guys, because they wrote that down for me to ask you. But Bill, I thank you so much. Thank you for responding, for jumping on this podcast. I gladly appreciate it. And one last time, Bill, for the viewers, where can they find your book?
It's Living Life at the Center. It's at bill-cartwright.com.
There you
Check it
go,
out.
guys.
You're
You
going to
guys
love
heard it
it.
first. Bill said you guys will love it. I'm getting my copy today, right after this pod. Absolutely. And again, I told Bill I want to get it signed, y'all. So let's make that happen. And for the people that I know in the city, please reach out to me so I can get Bill to come to New York, please. So I thank you so much, Bill, again. God bless you and your wife and your kids and your family. And yeah, we off this, Bill.
Hey,
Thank
Mike.
you so much.
Thanks a lot, pal.
All righty. You
I
take
look
care,
forward to
Bill.
speaking with you.
Absolutely, Bill.
Adios.
We're gonna stay in touch now.
Got to.
All right. Bye-bye.
Adios.